Hello, good evening, and a warm welcome to all. As it is said, content is the fire and social media is the gasoline. Our goal today is to understand how to ignite that fire and fuel it to achieve meaningful conversions. First, I wish you all a very happy social media day. Welcome to the highly awaited webinar Social Media Creativity to Conversion. I, Reshma Rohida, on behalf of iWipnan, am honored to be with you on this journey that starts with the spark of creativity and ends with impactful conversions. After achieving for 8 successful consecutive years, iWipnan is excited to celebrate the 9th Social Media Day Gujarat. So, guys, let me introduce you to the organizer of the event. iWipnan is the pioneer of digital marketing training and consultant in South Gujarat. With a strong reputation built over many years, iWipnan has been at the forefront of providing comprehensive digital marketing solutions globally. iWipnan catalyzes success in helping businesses grow sustainably at a global level. As we begin the event, I would like to thank our supporting partners for the event, Rachnatmakam, Indian Society for Training and Development, Surat Chapter, SR Rutla Institute of Management, BB Patel Institute of Management, Oka University, Department of Business and Industrial Management, Headstar Gujarat, and Surat IT HR Community. Thank you for supporting the event. Before we proceed for the event, I have two instructions for all of you. Firstly, if you have any questions, please jot them down and save it for the Q&A session. You can also comment in the comment section. Additionally, who all will stay with us till the end will receive an exclusive participation certificate for the event. Okay, guys, we all know creating engaging content is an art, but how to take it on the next level? How do we transform that creativity into results, into real world conversions? That is what today is all about. Social media is not just for being heard, being seen, it's about making an impact. Today, we learn from our experts who have mastered the art of transforming these ideas into marketing strategies that drive conversions. For today's event, we have three speakers lined up. Allow me to introduce you to our first speaker, Mr. Bhautik Sheth. Bhautik is the founder of iWipnan Digital Marketing Services. With over 17 years of experience, he has trained more than 65,000 people and consulted 115 plus businesses. He received many awards for his result-oriented leadership and commitment to his work. We welcome you, Bhautik. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Reshma. I hope that I'm audible. Glad to see you, Preeti. And we are expecting Shashank to join us soon. Great. So guys, once again, welcome to the Social Media Day Gujarat event. This is the 9th consecutive year. And we are very happy to organize it once again. And it's a straight 9th year. We still remember the first time when we started organizing this Social Media Day event. It was called Social Media Day Surat, and that we started in 2000 and most probably 16. But now we know that the reach is more important. You need to reach out to the more audience, and hence we decided to go online since 2020, thanks to COVID lockdown. But I'm very happy that I have been associated with my co-speakers today, Preeti Sharma, and she is highly acquainted with the knowledge of Meta ads. So she is going to guide you later on Meta ads, and you should definitely take advantage of her knowledge. And Shashank, who is going to join us soon, he is going to take you through the much awaited and much talked about Instagram. But yes, because the onus is on me to start this event, and I'm going to take you through a very interesting combination of conversion and the creativity. And guys, this selection of the topic was based on certain things, because we have heard a lot about creativity, we have heard a lot about the results, because when we work with the clients, they mostly talk about the conversions, the result, but at the same time, when we talk about creativity, there are digital creators and the influencers. So I'm going to take you through the journey of the creativity and conversion for next 20 minutes or so, and then Preeti would join us. But let's start with the thing that how social media has two different sides. That is what we call creativity and conversion. It is important to understand that how the last 9 or 10 years have been for the world of social media. It all started in 2015. In fact, I do not go beyond that to 2015. But if you see the number of users globally in terms of the social media users, from 2015 to 2.08 billion, it increased in the 5 years to 3.96 billion. And right now, if you say approximately all across the globe in 2024, the overall social media users are 5.07 billion. The number is growing, and we understand that as the generations are passing from Gen X to Gen, you can say the millennials, and millennials to now the Gen Alpha, we are seeing the choice of the social media has been changed as well. 10, 15 years back, most probably people were not talking a lot about Snapchat. At that time, people were talking more about Facebook. But now, after 10 years, people are hardly talking about Facebook because the young generation, the college going students, they normally talk a lot about Instagram and Snapchat. If you go to US and Canada, people are talking more about TikTok as well. So yes, this is how the social media world has evolved. And I think this is a great growth in terms of understanding how this platform can help an individual to grow, and at the same time how this platform can help the business can grow. Now when we talk about the overall, this idea of bringing this topic to you is a very simple picture that you can see normally each and every day. Rather, I can say that each and every minute we go through this kind of content. The moment you open the social media, you see this kind of post coming in front of you. Now, when you check any content on social media, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn, there are certain things that you might not observe. Even though in this image there are so many things which are missing, but I'm trying to point out what are the things that could have been added to this entire screen and how we can actually generate the conversion as well. So if you see, the entire content is a core message. The message should be conveyed through your creativity. So when you talk about creativity, you need to understand that what exactly the message that you want to convey through your creativity. In this example, we have a still image, a picture, beautiful picture of a sunset and a lady, but then it should have a core message. If people can see that core message, then you can say this part of the content is successfully delivered. But if people are not able to understand the core message, then you have to work that what exactly the core message that you missed to put in your creative part. Creativity itself is a big thing. We have seen that people a lot are now using their mobile phones to create reels. They have the DSLR for the camera, and also they have the good quality camera mobile phones. The only reason is that they can capture some beautiful content, and not only that, they have started using a lot the software and the tools that can help them edit the pictures and the videos. So it all depends upon that how you are converting your core message creatively using some tools and the software. Then if you see, there's a caption on the picture, and this caption is something that should define your overall content on the social media. That rich media should be defined with the beautiful caption. This caption normally go hand on hand with the particular type of content. If you talk about the bottom part of this image, you can see that hook and text are there. Hook is something that can allow somebody to stop their thumb. It is very essential that in this era where we are continuously crawling down to the screen on Instagram and maybe on Facebook and LinkedIn and even on YouTube, it is very important that somewhere you need to stop yourself. And if you cannot stop by yourself, then it becomes the responsibility of the social media handler to allow somebody to stop that. The thumb stopping content, that is what we normally call, and that is the role of the hook in the entire the creative and the text and the caption part. Then at the bottom, if you can see, there are two things together, text and the CTA. Text is something that you write down to define your rich media, and CTA is what you call the call to action. And this CTA normally allow somebody to leave your social media handle, and mostly they go to your website or they go to send you a message in terms of a direct message. So CTA is a very core part of the journey from creativity to conversion. You can also see that how others have been engaged with your profile by seeing that likes and the shares and everything. So yes, depend on the different social media platform, but at the end of the day, the people could see that how many people are liking this content, and that also speaks a lot about the quality of the content, the quality of the creativity, the quality of the text, and the quality of the caption. Along with that, the users are going to see your profile, the name of the profile, and the profile picture as well. Again, that is also going to help people remember your brand, your company. So, guys, even on a single Instagram post, or you talk about Facebook or LinkedIn, you are going to see so many things. Now, out of all these things, a marketer will keep his or her eye on each and every point of this screen, because if anything is being missed by the marketer to give the focus, then there are the higher chances that the person would not get engaged with your content. There are the higher chances that the person, the user, is not going to remember who you are, what is the name of the handle, what is the company name. There are the higher chances the person is not going to react to your content. And there are the higher chances the person will scroll down to check the other content. You never want somebody to scroll you down. You always want everybody to stop by your content, check your content, read your content, and more to that, click there. That increases your CTR, and hence you can take somebody to the desired landing page. So that is the role of the post on most of all the social media, and this is what a marketer always looks to, that how every aspect of that particular post and the screen that the user is going to see should be highly creative as well as highly engaging, so that the conversion can become possible. Now, if you understand the universe of the social media, then I think the game would be very, very interesting to you. And what is the meaning of the universe of social media? Let us try to take you through the different part of the social media universe. Then that is what I am going to call the planet, the different planet of the universe, one by one. Let us start with the creativity, because that is what the theme of the day is. If you see about the creativity, what is creativity? Creativity is nothing but the original ideas and the imaginative skills that create engaging and compelling social media content with the use of the graphic design or maybe video editing tools. But we understand as the marketers that knowing the tools, knowing the software does not make anyone creative. So yes, you have to have the imaginative skills. Your imagination power should be very important. And at the same time, if you understand that how to utilize the features of the software and the tools, then only you can come out with a great piece of content full of creativity. So yes, creativity is one of the parts of the social media universe. Then you talk about the message. Message is nothing but that core idea or the information that is conveyed through social media posts or communication. Yes, guys, the message plays a very important role. And why I'm saying that message plays very important role. The only thing is that you need to convey something. If you cannot convey the core part, that is the message, right? Then the creativity is not going to help the users to go through the channel and come to your website, and hence the conversion can become possible. So the confirmation on decision of what message to pass is equally very important, and that is yes another part of this social media universe. The third part is platform. Platform is nothing but an online service or site. It can be Facebook, it can be Instagram, it can be X, it can be Snapchat, where users can create and share content, or they can participate in social networking. If I talk about myself, I love to network with people on social media. And whenever I use my individual profile, I just make sure that people should know me, people should identify who am I, people should understand what do I do, people can connect to me if I can help them out, people can send me some questions in the queries, they can ask me for the guidance, but that is my role, my individual role. And my individual role would definitely help me to develop my personal brand. But if I talk about the organization, if I talk about my organization, my client's organization, my client's brands, I have to be very serious about the selection of the platform and the kind of content that can match with the platform and the audience that uses that particular platform. So that is another core part of the social media universe. The next core planet of the social media universe is the format. Format is nothing but the various types of media that is used on social media platform, just like as I say, text, images, videos, the stories that you normally post on Meta, the live streams, just like right now what we are doing, the webinar online events. All these are the different formats. Other than these formats that you directly put organically on the social media platform, if you go to the ads of social media, for an example, let me talk about rather LinkedIn ad. If I go with the LinkedIn ad, then I have an opportunity, I have freedom to play with my format. I can ask people to download a document through my LinkedIn ads so that even my content that is in the form of the doc, a document, a PDF format, I am allowing people to download it by engaging with my ad, by clicking on my ad, and hence by generating the leads as well. So I have this liberty, I have these choices available to play with the format. Now, guys, you need to combine the three things very smartly. That is your creativity, the creative ideas that you have, the core message that you want to convey, and the format, the selection of the format. Sometimes a single image, a single simple and single image can be so louder than a video that talks a lot, speaks a lot about the message that you want to convey. And sometimes even a video does not speak about the message that you want to pass. So the selection of the format hence becomes so important and so crucial to pass your message, the core message to your audience. The next planet of social media is organic. What is organic? The content or interactions that occur naturally without paid promotion, without ads, and it all relies on natural reach and engagement. So this is something that a layman calls posting. You create something, you post, and you expect people to get engaged with your content. And we have seen a lot, we are still seeing this, that people, in the anticipation that people would get engaged, people would like, the so-called like, to your content, to your post, they also share the links of this, the post of Instagram or LinkedIn or Facebook via WhatsApp groups and individual WhatsApp messages. They expect people to click on that link. They expect people to come on your post, and they expect that they would like your post, they would share your post, or maybe at least they could give some comment to your post. But this is not 2015. As I said, in the last 10 years, people have changed, their mindsets have changed. People are bombarded with the content, even on WhatsApp. So yes, there was a time when if someone used to receive certain links in the WhatsApp message, they used to click on that and they could have given something back to the sender. But now, so many times, we don't even open the message. But yes, still it's a game of getting some organic results. But alas, unfortunately, the organic results are no more attractive that we used to see 10 to 15 years back on any social media platform. But yeah, organic is still there. It's a very important part of the social media universe. So we need to focus on that as well. Guys, another element, another planet of social media universe is paid, or what we call the ads, right? We could talk about Meta ads, we talk about LinkedIn ad, X ad. So this is the paid version of the promotion of the content. So here, content or what we call the ads or advertisements that are promoted through financial investment to reach a wider audience and targeted audience. So you know that to whom you want to reach out, you understand who is your audience, you understand their interest, you understand their demography, and you try to reach out to them through a beautiful piece of content by spending money. Here, the budget plays a very important role, and at the same time, the selection of different things like what bidding type you are going to take, what ad format you are going to select, what headline of the ad you are going to create, what you want to write in the description, what would be your CTA, where do you want to take them after clicking on your ad. There are so many steps where you have to decide very smartly. So you can say it's a highly specialized job that Preeti is going to talk later on, specifically on the meta ads. So I'm leaving it up to her. But yes, and then you have another planet that is what we call digital creator. These digital creators are the people who normally produces some original content for the digital platforms. Often they focus on creating the video, they click the pictures, they write some content and graphic design as well. So there are certain digital creators that we know, like Ashish Chanchalani, that is like so many people like him, who are using the YouTube platform very smartly for so many years now. And that is their full-fledged business to create the content to spread on digital platforms, specifically on social media platforms, and try to earn money through collaborations and through monetization options. So yes, they are themselves are the business. The individual person is the business, and it's not that passive income, but that is the only income source that they have, and that is also a very crucial role that is played by the digital creators all across the world. And then you see the influencer, right? When you talk about the influencer, so the definition of influencer is very good, that someone with a significant following on social media who can also convince the audience's opinions or behavior through the content and endorsements. But it's unfortunate part that so many times we see so many people, they call themselves influencers. They might have the good number of followers, but you don't know whether the followers are the bots or the fake followers. But still, only on the basis of the number of the followers, they start calling them the influencer. According to my opinion, influencer is somebody who has the power to influence someone's decision, right? So if you have Sachin Tendulkar promoting a cricket kit, a cricket bat, Sachin Tendulkar is the best influencer. But at the same time, if Sachin Tendulkar is promoting some khane ka masala, then I doubt that whether he is a good influencer, even though the person has so many followers. So yeah, you have to include influencer, the real influencers and the so-called influencers in this universe of social media. So guys, oh, how can I forget we people, the marketer. So marketer, yeah, in this the crowd of influencers and digital creators and the normal users, the somehow marketers are now facing a lot of challenge, because we have seen that people who are mainly creatively good, who can create some good content, and people who can write some good content started promoting themselves in the marketing as well. But guys, marketer is a very big professional responsibility, and these are the people who are generally responsible to promote the products and the services and the brands on social media by attracting, engaging customers, and also to help the sales team generate the maximum conversion. So we cannot ignore the very important role that has been played by the marketers on social media platforms. So now, if you combine all these planets of social media universe, here comes the big question, that is creativity versus conversion. Now, let me take you very simply and easily. I think I will be able to explain this concept very easily. First of all, there are certain points on which I'm going to define creativity, and with the same points, I'll try to define the conversion, and then I'll take you to a matrix that is going to help you a lot along with the different KPIs. Okay, so when we talk about creativity, we talk about the focus. What is the focus of creativity? So the focus of the creativity is nothing but to generate unique and engaging content. The purpose is very simple: to captivate and entertain the audience, encouraging a connection with the social media handle and the content. The process of the creativity involves brainstorming, design, artistic expression, etc. The matrix, normally what we see in terms of the creativity, is measured by the likes and the shares and the comments, overall engagement. The content types, that if you focus on creativity, is nothing but the content that should visually appeal through images, the videos that should be entertaining, the interactive stories if you are posting on Meta, and certain other innovative formats. If you talk about the audience impact in terms of the creativity, it seeks to evoke emotions, it inspires, and also builds some brand affinity. So that is something that plays a very important role in terms of the creativity. But in terms of the content longevity, it can have a lasting impact, with memorable content which resonates over time but difficult in the content crowd. If you see right now, the content crowd is increasing day by day. So longevity is always going to be a very big challenge in terms of the creativity in the content. Now, with the same points, if I compare it with the conversion, starting with the same focus, purpose, and all. So, if you are talking about the conversion aspect on the social media, the focus has to be driving specific actions from the audience, like sales or sign-ups or the lead generation. The purpose of the conversion content is to achieve measurable business outcomes and ROI. The process involves strategic planning, targeting, optimization of CTA elements. The metrics normally are measured through your CTR, that's click-through rates, the conversion rates, sales figures, lead generation, etc. The content type includes ads, taking person to the thank you page, and the content with the clear call to actions. The audience impact, if they're going to check the conversion, they seek to influence decision making and prompt immediate action. And finally, if you talk about the longevity, it focuses on the short term results and direct response with content designed for immediate impact. So, here, people are not going to remember your content for the longer period of time. And by the time they complete the conversion, if the users become your customer, he or she tend to forget the content that they actually get attracted to, and hence they got converted. So this is the difference between this creativity and conversion. Now, because I was talking about the important KPIs to measure, let us check the different KPIs. In terms of the creativity KPI, you need to focus on the KPI that includes reactions, comments, save in terms of Instagram, forward or share, reach, impression, and engagement rate. So these are the certain creativity KPIs that you could measure in terms of understanding that how creative you have been with your content. But when you talk about the conversion KPI, you have to focus on the CTR, the ROAS that you have generated, leads, the number of leads, purchase in terms of e-commerce, or maybe the call, how many calls you have been generating. So guys, as a marketer, you always need to be very clear with your selection of the KPIs. If you're working with on the projects of the client, you have to be very clear again, and you have to be very transparent. If the client is hiring you for the conversion, you cannot ever put your creative KPIs like reach and impression forward in the report to the client, because that is not your client has asked about, right? Your client is very clear that what he or she looks for. So that is how the marketer should be very clear when they work on the certain projects with the clients. Now let us check the different scenarios. So here is the scenario where the bad creativity and the bad conversion you don't like, right? If that is the creativity that you don't like, it comes on your social media platform, it comes on your stream, and when you are scrolling through, you are saying, hey, wow, so this is so bad, you are immediately going to pass through that content, and that is not going to generate any conversion for sure. So obviously people do not like this kind of content. Then you want the good creativity, but then the bad conversion, oh, that's so poor. Yes, we are living in the era where maximum focus is on the creativity, whereas the marketers, they keep forgetting about the core of the creativity, the message. What is the message? For whom you want to create that message? To whom you want to pass that message? Why the hell you are bringing that elements of the creativity? And who are going to click on your content, and how you are going to help them get converted? And when your focus is purely on the creativity, that can be the beautiful piece of content, right? But what if nobody is going to get converted? Even a beautifully painted painting, if there is no buyer to this painting, then the value of that painting becomes zero. So yes, that is another case. Well, another case is the bad creativity but good conversion. Now, this is something that you can identify yourself lucky, because creatively you are horrible, you might be pathetic, but still it might have generated a very good conversion. But you cannot become lucky all the time. So you cannot rely on this kind of results. Uh, if it would have given you the result. As I said, you are lucky, but yes, you cannot go with the same strategy, same tactics each and every time. And maybe the bad creativity may not generate the good conversion each and every time. So, guys, now the last option that you are left with is the good creativity and the good conversion. Wow. So you have the good creativity and good conversion. You really want to focus on the creative part that can generate the conversion. The Cupid has to smile on you. The Cupid is nothing but the people who are going to see to your content. You want your people, your users to see your content. The content should bring that smile on the face. If the content is bringing the smile, if the content is, igniting that emotions uh, in the users, then the chances of people to stop their thumb would be highest. They are going to see your content. They may read your text. They may read your caption. They can get attracted to the hook that you have put. And finally, they can proceed with the CTA that you have kept inside that post. And through that, the next journey of that user would be maybe on your website. And now, when the user is coming from the social media to your website, here onwards, you just need to make sure that your website is so smooth, well crafted, well created, and easy to navigate for the user so that easily and very fast he or she can get converted. So this is what we as a marketers we normally aim, and we understand that the good creativity is definitely going to generate good conversion, and like that we always keep focus on this aspect of the social media as well. Okay, guys, now I just want to take you through for the final thing, that is this matrix part. This matrix part is the combination of the leadership matrix and the BCG matrix. And I hope this makes the things very clear. This is the creativity conversion matrix. So how does it work, the creativity conversion matrix? So guys, on the y-axis you can see the creativity, and on the x-axis you can see the conversion. If you see the scale on the x-axis, that is from 1 to 9, and the scale on the y-axis is also from the bottom to top, it is 1 to 9. Now let's see all the four quadrants one by one. The left bottom quadrant is called the bagger quadrant, which comes with 1 1. So 1 is for the x, the first one is for the x, the second one is for the y. This 1 1 stands for 1 conversion and 1 creativity. In this case, your content is like a bagger. कुछ नहीं होगा आपका. Nothing is going to happen. People are not going to remember your brand. They are not going to stop by any of your content. They would never get engaged with your social media. And maybe they are not even going to remember what your brand is and what do you sell, right? When I say that bad creativity, you understand. But why the bad creativity can generate the bad conversion? As I said, sometimes bad creativity can also generate good conversion. But as I said, even that not all the time. So the majority of the time your creativity is poor, pathetic, then it is going to affect, it may affect the social media conversion organically, right? So that is not the good state at any point of time. Now, if you see the right bottom corner, that is a donkey. So that is the 9-1 pair of X and Y, where 9 is conversion and 1 is creativity. Now you are generating the results, right? You are generating the results, means your conversion rate is very good. But unfortunately, your creativity is still horrible. So this is like a donkey who gives you a lot of work, right? You can use the donkey for each and every kind of work. The donkey never looks good. People do not have donkey as a pet. So creatively, you are never going to like donkey as an animal, but at least donkey is useful to get the conversion, to get the work done. So that is the donkey content for you. Now let us see to the left top corner of the quadrant, that is 1 9, where 1 is the on x-axis is conversion and 9 is the creativity. This is the panda content. Now panda content is something that's very similar to the panda. You see that panda is a very, very cute animal, and so many people, they love panda. If you go to China, you can see panda, and even the panda toys, they are being used and bought by so many people. They look good, but then we do not know what is the role of panda as an animal in our lives. They are there, they eat bamboo, but that's it. So as far as the utility of the animal like panda is concerned, I don't see any utility of panda. But as far as the looks, the cuteness, and in terms of the attractiveness, in terms of the animal, if you see that panda is one of the cutest animals in the world. So that is 1 and 9. So here your conversion is not at all, but your creativity part wins. But you know that if you are creative, but then if you are not getting any conversion, then again it is of no use. And guys, then if you see the right top quadrant, that is 9 9, that is the horse content. Now horse content is something that normally looks so good, and people love to buy horse. People literally spend lakhs of rupees to buy horse, and even you understand the utility of the horse as an animal, as a rider. You can use horse in so many different ways. So they are useful. Horses are the useful animal. So yes, this kind of content, the horse content, are not only creative, are not only looking good, but also the content is very compelling. The content is generating the results. People would go there, people would click on your content. They can go to the website and they can get converted. So this creativity conversion matrix becomes so important along with the selection of the KPIs. So this is what you can do. You can have your metrics like this. You just keep focusing on the KPIs on the both, that is creativity part and the conversion part. And when you work on any project, maybe on the monthly basis, on the quarterly basis, you can just try to put your numbers within this matrix, and you see that how people are getting engaged to your content, because that is where the difference of the digital creator and the marketer will come. The marketer normally focus more on the conversion irrespective of the creativity, but yes, even marketer understand that creativity plays very important role in getting the conversion. Marketers understand that creativity leads to conversion, and marketers understand that if there is no creativity and if there is no conversion, there is no marketing that is anywhere or anywhere in the world is going to help any brand. So guys, that is my part. Thank you so much for listening me very carefully. And as I said, this is my way of concluding the part that liking someone is good, loving someone is the best, but living together forever is awesome. So if you really want to come out with the awesome, you want a content that is creatively good and that also generates a lot of conversion. Thank you so much from my side. Over to you, Reshma.
Thank you so much, Bhautik. I think your creativity brought a smile on our faces too, seeing the melody version of the creativity and conversion. And you took us to the universe of social media. You told us the very important key components in that universe, which are important for creativity and for conversion. Thank you so much. So, guys, if you have any questions related to the session or regarding the coming sessions, you can jot them down. You can write in the comment section. We have the Q&A section at the end. And also, guys, stay with us till the end for a participation certificate. So, let's move ahead and go ahead with our second speaker, which is Preeti Sharma. Preeti is the founder of Co Strategy Hub. She is a visionary in digital marketing, specializing in performance marketing and strategic ad campaigns. Under her leadership, Go Strategy Hub has achieved remarkable results, driving impressive revenue growth and client success. Today, she will be sharing her expertise on driving conversion through meta ads. We welcome you, Preeti.
Thank you so much. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible. Over to
Okay.
you.
Okay. So, first of all, I'd like to introduce myself a little bit about more. So, guys, I'm not a I'm not a creator or digital creator or anything as such. I'm a marketer and a core technical person. I'll only share my screen and explain you people what I have been doing, how I have been doing, and I will give you some insights which has been working for me, and I'm very sure that it will work for you guys as well. Allow me a minute. Okay. So recently, one of my employee had told me, "Ma'am, there is a rumor in by the influencers that they have been saying a lot about anytime whenever you create a Google Facebook ad account, you always have something like you have to create a reach campaign or the awareness campaign. Wherein it is not like that. I would be very honest to you people. Uh, Whenever you are creating an ad account, it's a new ad account or whether it is an old ad account, it is not necessary for you to come up with any reach or awareness campaign. You can directly start with the conversion campaign. What you have to do is first you have to come up with the conversion campaigns by first setting your pixels. One Once you have set up your pixels, you are good to go for your conversion campaigns. Now conversion campaigns, as this is little more on the creative part, I would not be able to only talk about creative because creative is something which comes to secondary. First is what is the objectives, and then the second is the targeting. Okay, so you guys can come up with the question that what is why it is important for conversions and what kind of how to reduce the CPA and all those questions. I will answer them one by one. First, how I start with the ads is like whenever for example there is a purchase ads. Okay, so after setting up with the all the pixel setup and all, we come up with what creatives is going to be taken on boarded. Okay, and then only we come up with the campaign setting, the target audience setting, and then deciding with the what kind of what type of ads we have to create. So first, what comes is in the conversions also we come up with the campaign structure. Campaign structure is somewhat is so important that without doing your campaign structure, you cannot even like decide what will be the budget, which creative will perform best for you, and which audience will be giving best for you. So once you choose the conversion setup, when once you come up with the sales or the lead campaign, always and always come up with your campaign structure. Now, let's go one by one. Like, what will be your target audience in case? So, I'm taking your two scenario. One scenario will be if it is a lead campaign. Okay. Now, for lead campaigns, there are two type of lead campaigns. One lead campaign is Facebook lead form campaign. Another is landing page conversion form campaign. Okay. Once you set up the second one, which is there is conversion lead form campaign, you have to set up pixel on your thank you page. Once you set up your pixel on the thank you page, user will be able to track, and that is how you will be able to come up with the conversion campaign. Okay, so here with the conversion campaign, what is first most important is you take the budget from the client. That what budget you are going to use, what budget will be there. Then is how you have to decide what will be the target audience to whom you are going to target. So as Bhautik sir mentioned that it is important for you to come up with the good creativity and bad creativity. Actually, it is there. It is there for everything. Good creative and having a bad landing page will not give you a response. So I'll share one of the problem which we faced with one of our brand. This ABC brand had a good landing page, a very good landing page with all the uh, queries are solved on the home page itself. Means anybody, the number of people I'm targeting, and whatever the question they might be having on the home page itself, it is answered. But this brand had done one mistake, and the mistake was they had not given any CTA on the landing page. Okay, and due to which they were not getting any conversions from Google Ads also and from Facebook Ads also. Now, what was the reason was only this that they were not having any single CTA, any single form on the homepage. So what we did, we tried and gave the link of the contact us page, but still we couldn't get that good response. After having good creativity, after having a lot of good audiences, right audiences, and the rest of the metrics, whatever we see through whenever we target good audiences and whatever the strategy we are making, and with good budget also. So that is the reason your landing page plays an important role whenever you come up with some kind of anything as such. Whenever you are coming up with a conversion campaigns, you will not be able to get a good conversions until and unless your landing page is not a converting landing page. So make sure what the 2 3 points you guys can jot it down, what is more important to come up with the conversion campaign to have on your landing page. First is what you are targeting to the people you are targeting. Are you handling the queries on your landing page? Are you exactly showing them what they are looking for? And are all those questions actually handled in indirect ways of content, but it is handled on the landing page? Are they being able to see whatever you are targeting, and whatever you are telling to them, are they being able to see the same thing on the landing page? So if you are saying there is, for example, you are saying that 3x, you will be giving them ROI, and on landing page you are mentioning it as 10x ROI. So it's not gonna work. That is a wrong and misconception, and you are misleading the audiences, and due to which your even if your CTR is good for your for your ads, your response is very good on your ads, but on the landing page, if the user is going and this misleading content is there, some will the audience which are mid level audiences, they will think, okay, they are giving something more what they showed me on the creative. But some audience will be a good highly qualified audience will be, they are misleading, I guess, because on creative they said something else, and on landing pages they said something else. So it is never a right decision, like whenever you are coming up with the conversion campaign, with the landing page conversion campaign, to come up with misleading content. So always and always make sure you are having a converting landing page. So this was one scenario of a lead one. The second one is the lead form of FB. Most of them have this misconception that FB lead forms doesn't give you quality responses, and they don't give you a conversion ratio is always 0.02%, or sometimes most of them have said that it is always a 1%. But actually, it is not true, guys. It is on us how we are making it better. Okay, now to one of our client, it was a health client. Now, what Facebook does is, whenever there is a health related issue, or whenever there is a weight loss related words, Facebook always reject the ads and it bans the account. I hope that everyone knows about all these issues here. So what we do to such cases, and what we have done to this client and reduce this rejection and all. So we designed one simple, very simple ad creative, where we are only saying about, just come here and see how the diet we are giving it to you, and get your problem, your lifestyle changed by the simple diet plan. Okay, now there were three options which we selected here in targeting. One was the one tier cities, the two tier cities, and third one was the three tier cities. Now, obviously, the three tier cities was not giving us the quality responses, but the two tier and the two tier were the one who actually gave highest conversion ratio conversions in the upselling, and the first tier was actually giving us the mid level of conversion in the upselling session. So what I want to convey here is, whenever you are coming up with the lead form, always and always come up with Q&As, a lot of Q&As, or otherwise a basic 2 3 Q&As, where you are asking the user to fill the form by giving them a strategic way where actually they are facing that problem, and you are going to solve their problem. In that, if you are filtering your forms in that way, you will be able to get a filtered audience, a very good audience. And in this case, even if your CPI is high, your cost per result is high, still you will be getting a good quality audience from form. And in this way, we actually got very good conversions in this. I will not disclose here the conversion, otherwise it will be like that I am disclosing a lot of data here. Okay, so coming up to, this was for the lead one, and now let's go to for the purchase. Now what happens is, for the purchase, most of them think that the home page should be good. If it is a Shopify store, if it is a WordPress store, every time it is considered, yes, the store has to be very good, it should look elegant. Yes, it should look elegant, but there are a lot of concept, a lot of science behind it, where you are actually reaching to users psychology, where you are actually gaining the trust of the user. And that is not just the home page, that is also the product page. So how you are going to do that, I'll just take you from 1 to 2. For example, there is an e-commerce website which you have made. Now what you will consider on the home page, you will come up every time it is only one banner you are, where you are saying, and when you are where you are showing an elegant picture, or otherwise you are showing some offer. Okay, it shouldn't be only with one offer. Okay, whatever you are giving, it should be there with at least minimum 3 banners, and it should be well explanatory to the users. Your offer shouldn't be something like which confuses the user. If the user feels like 10% is the coupon code which you are giving to them, and actually it is just 100 rupees off at the checkout page, so it is a misleading thing. You shouldn't do that. Okay. And then the second thing, when you after coming up with the right banner selection, also make sure your banner looks elegant. It shouldn't be like half thing is cut and then half you have edited. It shouldn't be like that. Make sure that everything is like you are making it more editable, more elegant for the users, so that they click on that and they go directly to that offer page. Okay. The second thing, when you come to the home page, user needs more trust. If he's meeting the offer requirements what you are giving it to them, they directly go down. It should be there where you are giving more examples, and you are building more trust of them. Okay, how you will build more trust, where you are going to give them sale, what was the hot selling offers, what hot selling products are going on. And then there should be a sales section also, what which are the sales section which actually you are giving the offers on which product is there, that has to be explained. And then when you go down a little more, the more reviews and the more trusted Instagram engagement, if you can add, the more response you will be getting. Because user, now what, for one of our jewelry brand we had done this. This brand had like, for this brand it is like, people who buy the products is like in actresses, and they buy directly from their network and from the Instagram. Okay, they're not the people who actually buys from the website. But what we have done to attract more users, we gave the sale products, we gave them the offers, and we showed that these are the hot selling products. And then after that we showed those actresses wearing our product, and because of that a bounce rate like reduced to a very low number, due to which we also got more trust, and due to which also user wanted and had more desire to buy that product, and the same product which actually that actresses had worn. So we directly gave them CTA, where the user can also buy the same product, and can drive to the same landing page where we are giving them that product is there which the actresses has worn. So in this way we actually made the home page and the landing page so better and so convenient for the users, so we could actually gain the trust. So this was only for the people, but where I am taking directly to the home page, not directly to the product page. So this was an all-in-one campaign, guys. It was not just like a product campaign or some a category campaign. Okay, so make sure you do, whenever you are running a product category campaigns, make sure you are more into one campaign should be there wherein it is all in one product, all in one campaign, and you are making a user to land on your website as well. Okay. The second is the product page which I talked about. Now why product page, why we say product page is important? So again, your creativity matters. As a sir said that your creativity is not good, your creativity is not good, and it is not meeting the requirement of the users. So users having a good creative having all the good things on the landing page, still they will convert. But in this case what will happen is, your cost per result will be high. And to reduce that, that's the reason you should always and have your creative also designed according to your category page or the product page, where you are redirecting your users. Okay, so when you redirect your users on your product page, what it is mandatory for your on your product page to have, first is whatever MRP product you are giving, make sure you are mentioning that in a discounted price. Okay, after that, whenever you are making the after that, when the user sees the product, make sure that is multiple angles available, and also one video where a user can imagine themselves that how will this product look on myself. It is a if it is a wearing type of product, and in case if it is not a wearing type of product, how it can be used. That kind of video should be there on the product page, and it is mandatory, guys. It helps you a lot when you run this kind of product. Otherwise, just by image, you don't get good responses and good conversions. Okay, and after that, once the user goes down, it should be once you're explaining how the uses, and if it is elegancy type of product or desired type of product, here you are explaining, you have to show them the reviews and the trust of the users. If you are not showing the ratings and the reviews on the product page, your user actually uh, leaves your website. And why they leave the website, they think like that this is not actually a good product, because what if there is no other brand, no other people who has not bought this product. If your brand is new, then it is mandatory for you to come up with the ratings, come up with the reviews. Make sure you do that. And once you do all this, once you are making sure you all these things are there, then there is the the last thing is your e-commerce badges. Your e-commerce badges makes the user to just by logo, just by that picture, to attract them. Okay, UPI is there, I can pay. Okay, PayPal is there. Okay, I can pay. So by just this e-commerce badges, they you gain more trust of the users. Okay, so this is of the purchases which I talk about, and about for the lead one. Now let's go to the target audiences. Now, what is target audiences, how you're going to target the right audiences. Now, when we target the audiences, what the first most important thing is, you have to figure out the market. That, for example, if it is a jewelry product, did the competitor analysis, are there the similar competitor who is running the ads, and in case if they are running the ad, for which product they are running the ads, and how many campaigns they are running. If you have all the analysis of your competitors, you'll be able to easily figure it out, that what is working for you and what is working for them, and it might work for you also. And in case if they are doing something wrong, by your expertise you can come up with the right strategy and make the same campaigns with more better creativity and more better landing pages, and come up with some kind of innovative ideas as well. Okay, so that is where we come up with differentiating the target audience. Now, make sure whenever you're coming up with the target audience, you take a good budget from the client. Now, let's take an example. I have taken 3,000 as the budget from the client. Okay, so here when I target the audiences for a jewelry brand, what I will do is, I will make segments of the targets audiences. I will not just rely on one type of target audience. If it is a new campaign, I will always make a segment. Now, segmenting, I say, then there is a handmade jewelry, then there is a jewelry for brides, then there is jewelry people interested in only earrings, then there is jewelry people interested in necklaces. So this kind of segments I'm going to make, and then I'm going to make a small campaigns and redirect them by showing earring, by targeting earring audiences, by showing them earrings or creatives, and landing them on the creator on the landing page of the earrings, as well as I will land them where the earrings offers are there. So by this, my target audience is also right, and I am not misleading them, and also I understand which creative is actually working for me. Okay, so this is just a basic steps which you have to follow. Now, when we talk about target audiences, then there are audiences which is created. This is the first step which we create the audiences whenever an account is new, a brand is new. But what if the brand is old? How are you going to make use of the audiences which you have already targeted overall? Now you have to get more audiences like such who has purchased from you. So you can come up with the custom audiences. Like custom audiences, what is custom audiences? Custom audiences is where you are, for example, somebody from in last 30 days actually visited your page but didn't purchase, okay, or didn't fill the form of your website. So that is your website visitors. That is a custom audience which you can create for the product pages, for the landing pages, or for the service pages, as you desire, as you want it, as you want to showcase your brand. Okay, then there comes with this custom audiences, there are purchase audiences as well, then there are add to cart audiences as well, then there are initiate checkout audiences as well, where from this you can make lookalike of these people. Once you make lookalike of these audiences, you be able to figure it out which audience is actually giving me good response, and never come up with only one type of lookalike, with only 1% of lookalike, 1% of purchase, 1% of add to cart. Make sure you are making use of till 10%, like of 1 to 2%, 2 to 3%, 3 to 4%. Segment in ad groups and make use of them. Then you will be able to understand that which are the best audiences for you, and you can go and make better use of it. Okay, once you do that, then there is the third part which is said as creatives, ad creatives. Now ad creatives is something like, I would say, as I mentioned earlier, sir also mentioned earlier, ad creatives, if you're showing a bad creative for the users and you're not actually uh, taking a right hit to the users, and not showing them actually what is the need of the market. So that is the reason, whenever you do a competitor analysis, whenever you do a market study of any product, make sure you understand the market and what is the gap of the market in that particular niche, in that for that particular product. If there is jewelry, so what is actually trending in the jewelry? Actually it is trending only the a new office wear type of, or high lightweight jewelry, or bride's jewelry is also trending. What is actually going there with the market, and are there any more varieties available? Have you done your proper research? So all this research, after doing all this research, you come up with the best creative. If your research work is not good, if your research work is not meeting the trends, if you're not coming up with your competitor analysis, what is going on and what is trending, till then you don't decide what creative will be best for you. Okay, so then there are multiple type of creators which can be tested, which is single image, then there is video, and then there is carousel. In videos also there are multiple type of creators. Now if I say this is directly a conversion campaign, it is not, I am not looking for the conversion directly for the campaign where a user has to come and know more about the brand, know more about what this brand gives. It is only a brand, this. So what I will do is,
Sorry to interrupt, Preeti. Can we
yes,
finish it in 5 minutes?
yes, it
Actually,
is.
we have a
It
session.
is the last one. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is the
sure.
last one. It is the last
Thank you.
one.
Thank you.
Okay, so what we are going to do is, we are going to make the users to redirect them with the right creatives. If it is earrings, so come up with the earring creative and whatever the offers are there, and redirect them to the thank you, to the, only earrings page. Okay, then when after that comes the bidding. Bidding is like, I think this is very a last stage. I would not say, whenever you come up with a new account, never take a bidding campaign. Directly go for a small campaign with less budget. Always keep bidding for the next stage, and always come up with a very at the next stage when you have enough of data in your ad account. And then the last part is, what I would say is, always figure out which ad placement is working. If for your product, if Instagram placement in story placement is working for you, make sure you are using story placement, make good use of your story placement. If Instagram story placement is not working, if for you, if it is the explore segment, do keep testing this. Okay, and after that is the measuring part. So when we talk about the measuring part, what we see first is the CTR, and what that if the click through rate of the creative is good, then we can expect a better conversion on the landing page also. If as I said, it has to be accurate, it shouldn't be misleading. And then after that you can see what is the CPC you are getting, and that is very technical, I guess. After that, only this much, if you can see what is the CTR, the CPC, and the cost per result. After testing this, you will be able to understand which creative is performing for you, and slowly and steadily you can analyze, and based on that you can scale your campaigns. So I hope I have covered most of the things here. The scaling of the campaigns is too much. I will cover this in next section. uh, Over to you, Reshma. I think I have completed my session here.
Thank you so much, Preeti. Sorry to interrupt you in between, but I think our audience have learned the right way, the right funnel, the which you have to follow when you're running in meta ads. What is the right audience, how you need to target, and what is the platform they need to choose when they are targeting them. So thank you so much. We had some great insights from you.
Okay, okay. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you guys for showing interest, and we are noting down your questions, and we will be, if we, hopefully we'll able to answer your questions soon after the third session. So, guys, we have the third speaker of the day, Mr. Shashank Srivastava. Shashank is the Chief of Growth at Rise Digit Marketing and Expert School. With over 16 years of experience in digital marketing, Shashank has taught more than 14,000 students, both online and offline. He specializes in scaling digital training programs and executing successful marketing campaigns. Today, he will share insights on going viral on Instagram without luck. We welcome you, Shashank.
Thank you, Reshma. I hope I'm visible and audible both.
Yeah, you're audible. So,
That's
Shashank, we are
amazing.
a little bit low on time, so I hope you can finish it up fast.
It's okay, no issues. Definitely.
Thank you.
The biggest part here is the time is limited and I have to obviously share something valuable. So I'll try my best to do that. And thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
you putting me here, and also the Bhautik and iWipman team. Definitely the great work, I can say. So let's start. I hope, right? Everything is fine. And let's get started. Let me present my screen first. All right. I hope I'm visible and the screen is also visible to everyone. All right. So, guys, I'll not take much time. I'll try to cover up everything in 2 minutes, especially about me. And then later on, I'll try to share everything with you all. So, I'll be mixing my Hindi and English both. Hindi would be like 5% only. So, I hope you guys can manage. If you have any problem, you can obviously tell me in the comment section and I'll try to support accordingly. Right. So, first of all, happy Social Media Day. It will be the 9th one today. So, definitely, we are going to celebrate many more after that. I've been on social media for quite a long time. I've been into digital marketing from almost like 16 years now. I started my first digital marketing website, I can say, in 2008, and the first agency website back in 2012 that made some good money. So I'll share everything with you in a jiffy right now. So this is about me, as Reshma already shared a lot about me, so I should not cover up this thing for you, right? Let me go to the next slide. So this is how actually I started in 2008. It was the first website that I built, and later on I scaled that website as an agency website when I left my corporate job officially, and started getting almost 2.5 lakh visitors per month back in 2012, and with just 8 months of efforts, and so far I made almost 1.3 million in 3 years only, from 2012 to 15, in that same agency website. Later on, I started my first digital training program and decided to run a community which actually reached out to 13,000 people. And I tried to teach every week by doing online sessions from 2017-16 onwards to 2020. From 20 to 23, I decided to put my extra efforts onto social media. And I'm now experimenting a lot, doing a lot of client works and trying to support them in terms of growing their accounts. So I've been working with some of the good accounts, including Indian plus outside accounts, along with uh, funded as well as government accounts. So I also handle social media for some of the government accounts, including some Modi ji accounts also. So these things are pretty much the good, uh, I would say, the learning path for me, and that actually made me realize that these things are actually can be done in a very very simple manner, and anybody who is just starting even today can grow on social media very well. So let me share everything in the next coming days, right? In the next coming minutes, sorry. These were the previous engagements. I've been doing a lot of events, you can see here also. So these were the different events which I was doing in the past, right? So let's get to the main part. Let me first of all share with you some of the reels that I have checked myself. And these reels were literally amazing. They were getting some good likes. You can also see 96,000 likes, almost 3,000 likes. It has almost 4,97,000 likes. So why these are so popular? Let me first of all show you these reels, and then I'll explain to you why exactly these are important, and why and how actually you can also replicate and can easily create an Instagram page, can grow it to 100,000 followers at least in the next 6 months or 12 months maximum, and can easily start making money from brand collabs or by promoting any products easily on the social media pages. So first of all, let me show you all these reels. If you don't hear the volume of this reel, please also comment so that I can also try to rectify issues. So this is the first reel. So you can see that this reel is pretty much based on the mental health problems of men, and that is a very big social cause, right? The reel is very simple. Somebody asked, "Are you good?" And that guy actually gone into some oblivion and decided to think that if I am actually, fine or not. So after thinking a lot, he understood that maybe nobody cares. So that's why he said, "Yes, I'm good." So this is a big issue many people don't focus on, and it's actually a very big social cause. So this one simple reel, by shooting himself for just like 2 minutes, and I think there is no extra efforts he's putting onto, just putting some extra captions on the video, and this reel actually gone viral, and you can see 96,000 likes it has. Right? This is the number one example. Number two, this is the most active reels these days, and this is the most trending reels these days. So let me show you the second one also.
मम्मी मेरी ना जॉब लग गई कौन सी जॉब लगी कुछ नहीं बस 3 लोगों को लेके हमें भी 3 जोड़ने हैं बट लोग नहीं ऐड जोड़ने हैं एक ऐड सेट के पीछे ये देखिए.
Now, the reason of showing you this reel specifically is to tell you that many people have seen, they tell that we have a very serious kind of niche, so we cannot make something creative and we cannot actually make people laugh. So it's actually not true. You can see that simply they picked up a very small clip from any other reel, and they used that and started to combine that same reel with the same niche that he is following right now. So he started creating a Facebook campaign where he can create three different ad in a single ad set, and that single three ad actually can be collided with the same kind of reel that previously was got a lot of views already. So if you see it again, you will be very easily to understand, right? So many videos you will figure out that which can actually count on it, but the main part here is you need to be very very open, and especially you need to be very very humorous in terms of figuring out which can actually work for you. So if you spend some time on social media, you will start to realize that there are many videos which can actually be combined with your own specific niche and can create a lot of good quality content for you also. Let me show you the third one. If you're eating or drinking anything, please stop, otherwise you may not be able to do that. So see this. I'm so sorry for this, but I'm just trying to tell you, and I'm trying to show you something which is very, very awkward, but still people are generating a lot of likes, real views, and everything on the same concept. I've seen hundreds of reels using the same hook, and this is actually a hook. Everybody talks about hook, but what exactly it is? The hook is something which actually can be used in the first 3 seconds of your video, because the attention span is very low. Everybody knows it, right? So if you try to use any of the hooks can be even a simple text on your video. It can be a other reel as a sub clip of your own specific reel for the first 3-4 seconds, and that can actually start to combine your audience with you. They will not be able to leave your reel. They will not scroll, and they will start to watch everything. And if they like it, they will do two things, which are the most important things: save either, or they will share it. These are the two most important aspects of Instagram, if you're focusing on anything else, likes, comments, or anything, it is not going to work. You need to focus on the two things only: shares, and obviously, I told you, right? So these are the two things only you need to focus on. Let me go through all these and let's go further on it first. So, what exactly works on social media in 2024? And exactly, it is not what you think, right? So, let me tell you. I actually formulated a method which we call as ECN method. ECN is very simple. I know you might be thinking everybody comes up with their own method, and sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. They just fantasize about all these things, and sometimes it does not work also, right? But no, it actually works, and I've seen a lot of accounts also tried, tested on my own client accounts, and everything worked. So let me show you what exactly it works. How exactly it works. So E stands for evergreen content. Now, let me first of all show you this reel.
I was reading a book recently about why women are attracted to toxic men. Dating a toxic man is like gambling. So you're always excited to what's happening next, so that keeps your adrenaline high, and that's why internally you just get addicted to it. You don't even know it's next. Right? So you don't even know that you like this. Yeah. But because it's like every time you don't know what's gonna happen, so it keeps you on your toes. Yeah. Will he call me, not call me? Are we going out? Are we dating or not even dating? Oh. What's going on? Does make sense actually, but yeah, it's so twisted. It is twisted.
Right. So you understood what exactly it is, right? This is the Instagram part, right? So let me go back first of all. This is the reel. So ECN stands for obviously evergreen content, the number one, which is E. Why I'm saying evergreen is because whenever you create an Instagram account, the biggest problem people have is they wants to create everything in their niche only. So if suppose I'm a digital agency and I try to create content in digital agency part only, the maximum content they can create is either they can share their account successes, or the second thing they can create is by creating some memes around it, right? So there are many office memes, digital agency memes around it. You can just hashtag and search on Instagram, and you'll be able to see a lot of reels around it. So you obviously can take that content and create something around it. But the problem here is this does not work really. And I'll not say this does not work. I'll say the only kind of content that these two are, they does not work in one single way. So what you need to do in terms of creating some high quality, engaging, and viral content is you need to follow that ECN method. Your 40% content should be on the evergreen content topics. Why evergreen? Because these content can be good for next 5 years, 10 years also. So he is currently talking about a content which is going to be good for the next couple of years, right? And this is a common issue, so everybody will be likely to watch this video even after 10 years, I would say. So this is how the evergreen content can be made, and you can easily find that content by following some of the top accounts. Raj Shamar is a top creator, and even that ECN method is not something which is a hypothetical method. That is also being created from the other creators around it. So I'm trying to share with you so that you can also enjoy that method. The next step. The C stands for controversial content. Now, many people don't like it and many people like it also. But if you create something controversial, ultimately people will start to comment on that. And the moment people start commenting on that, they will start sharing with their other people. They will start saving also that content if they feel like it is a content which they need to share, save also. So ultimately, your content will get more engagement, and the moment it gets engagement, your content will shoot up. The average ratio which you get is around 1 million views. If you get, so you convert somehow 1000 followers out of it. This is how the content system works. 0.1% to 0.3% followers you can gain from 1 million views. It is a hypothetical number. In some cases it is actually going good. It is sometimes not going good also. So totally depends. Just watch this reel and you will understand what I'm talking about. See, he's trying to cover up his story, which Dhruv Rathi actually covered in the past, and he's trying to explain everybody that why the right things were not being shared in the Dhruv Rathi video, and why everybody is thinking him as a wrong person. in that whole scenario. It's a complete controversy, and I'm damn sure that these two people were actually collaborated in order to do that complete controversy. So the moment you get some extra views, likes, and the followers, you obviously can collaborate with other creators and start generating, extra views for you, because the audience they have, some people will definitely be common with you, the other ones will not be. So both will be benefited from the same kind of collaboration. Many people do that. If you see any of the YouTubers, any of the Instagrammers, or any of the social media people, they actually use the same concept. So let me go further and share you the third thing. The N is basically in the niche content. Now we comes to the niche content. I did not explain you that in the ECN method, the controversy content should be at least 40% also. If not 40%, at least 30%, I would say. So you need to have at least 30% controversy content, and evergreen content should be around 40 to 50% minimum. The rest 20 to 30% you actually have to create in the niche that you are actually following up to. So if you're an agency and you're focusing on that particular niche content, so make sure that you have to follow along, and even the niche content can be so engaging that people will still watch. The reason of producing niche content also in this category is that the people who are actually following up you, now they will be able to understand that yes, I actually can get something valuable out of you as well. So anybody who is onto social media, they obviously have to make money also. So in order to make money, you need to be very, very specific that brand should come to you. On controversy posts, on evergreen posts, brands will not pay you money. Your niche content will be the main content where brands will pay you money. But why we are still focusing on almost 80% of the content to be evergreen and controversy content? The reason is these two type of contents actually can generate masses for your account. The moment many people come to your account, they start follow you, you actually can filter around which one actually are better for you, which one are not, based on your niche content. That's why you need to create some value also in order to create niche content and then provide them the kind of value they're expecting from you, right? So this is why this ECN method works, and it works with every other account. Now the question is, the main important metrics which you need to study, right? So you are getting a lot of traffic out of all these things that you've done, and this method works actually for you. Now what you need to follow along, you need to just follow two things: shares of your reels or videos or post, whatever it is, and second thing is saves. How many people are actually saving your content? If these two things are not happening, God bless you, your account is not going to shoot up for sure. Nothing else works. These two things only work. Starting today, if you are actually doing it now, you want to start a new account, trust me, there is zero competition. The problem is people don't know these methods. They simply start posting anything and everything. They just simply go on Instagram, they find content for the 30 days, or they go on Canva, and they just create some bulk content and they start. It does not work like that. Focus on one niche and 3 4 other sub niches on the similar niche that you have created, right? If you're into agency, or if you're into social media agency maybe, so inside social media, try to focus on Facebook, Instagram, and one other channel. Or you can also focus on Instagram only, or you can also focus on social media agency as subtopics to be e-commerce businesses, or maybe doctor businesses only, or maybe some other category. So you can also divide basis on the industries also, and just focus on these 2 3 subtopics and one main niche, and try to create content around it. And your account, I can guarantee, will shoot in the next 6 months for sure. Make sure you don't stop and you keep creating, and you keep learning from the other accounts who are actually doing the same things in the niche that you are creating, right? Now launch challenges. That is also a very, very effective way in doing things. I recently launched a challenge of 1 crore rupees in 365 days, and in the first 20 reels only, I generated some 1.7 lakh rupees out of client projects in the next 20 days only. And if you want to see that, I'm available on Instagram with social with Shashank, which is my handle. You can easily go and check it out. You'll be able to understand what I'm talking about. Now, the next thing. If you have any questions about all these things, make sure you just comment and I'll be happy to help. What type of editing apps you need to use? Trust me, in 2024, the higher quality of editing you do, the lesser views you get actually. People are so bored of watching everything, zoo, zap, and everything. They are actually not interested in watching all these reels anymore. So if you create something simple, subtle, people will like it. So Instagram app itself has a very good editor. You can use it and you can still create a great account and enjoy. Second thing, if you still want to have some editing quality, you obviously can go for InShot. InShot paid version comes for around 4,000 rupees for the lifetime. So you can just buy one time. If you don't want to, even the free account has everything that you want. Except if you also have an Android phone, you can use CapCut. And there are paid versions also, but I guess you understand on Android, you can easily use it in a different way. You understand, right? You don't have to buy it and you can still use the paid version. So I'll not share everything with you now. Okay, so now just a quick recap because I want to quickly sort this out and finish this up so that the other people can take care. Right. The number one thing which you need to focus on is the ECN method, which is evergreen content, controversial content, niche content you need to follow. 40, 30, 30 ratio should be good. If not 40, at least 50, 30, 20 ratio should be good. Right? Don't try to create niche content in 80, 70% format. It is not going to work for you. Instagram is an engaging app, entertainment app. It's not a study app. People don't come to study. They want to release their attention. So you need to provide something which is engaging and valuable to them. Now, focus on trends, which is very important. There are many trends which are happening currently. So you actually can go with that. Now, launch challenges also. If you launch the challenges, things ultimately will work for you, right? I'm sorry, there's an event happening in my locality, so there is some voice. I'm sorry for that if you're hearing anything. So what's now? It's done, right? It's pretty simple, quick, and I guess you understood what I'm trying to explain. So if you want to create an Instagram account, make sure you create one. Tag me. I'll be more than happy. Just @social with Shashank, and I'll be happy to assist you further with your accounts, what you're doing wrong or right, and I'll try to help you, right? Over to you, Reshma. And if anything else you require, make sure you comment. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you so much, Shashank. I think where every other person is talking about going viral, you and from the creator side, we know how we are stuck in the content which goes viral because you never know what is going to be viral the next moment. So you took
Correct.
us through that, and you told us to never forget your niche, and that was the main part of the whole scenario. So thank you so much. We had some great insights from you too. So thank you, guys. Okay, guys who have left the questions in the comment section, I am due to time constraints. We are going to make an ebook, compile these all questions, and we'll tell the speakers to answer that, and you will get to download the same through emails. So thank you so much, guys. And lastly, I would on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to extend a warm and heartfelt gratitude to all the participating to make this webinar remarkable. And deepest gratitude to the esteemed speakers. We have got some great insights, and thank you for your valuable time. Special word for the supporting partners. And lastly, our attendees, your active participations and questions and enthusiasm made this webinar totally engaging, and that too in a weekend evening. So it was a great learning experience. Wish to meet you all in the next year, 10th Social Media Day. So, guys, have a great evening and enjoy the World Cup 2024.
Thank you, Reshma. Thank you, Bhautik. Great to see Preeti.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Shashank, sir. Welcome here. Okay, so anything left from my
Thank you so much, guys, for once again joining us. Thanks, Preeti. Thanks, Shashank. Thanks, everybody who has watched us live. And thanks to those who are going to watch us later on forever. See you soon once again. And next year, we'll be joining once again for the 10th year of Social Media Day Gujarat. Thank you so much for guiding.
Great. Thank you, guys. Take care.